Hey everybody, Goat from Goat and Hog here, and Bungie has released patch 1.1.1 to Destiny on February 25th, and they've modified a bunch of weapons. One of the major changes is for the fusion rifles, and what they've done is basically lowered the accuracy of it, or more, they don't word it that way. They widened the blast cone. So instead of basically being able to use it as a long-range pulse rifle as a secondary, it's now really kind of a long-range shotgun. And how is that affected? Let me show you here. Earlier you saw I was shooting at something up on the hill and it wasn't hitting it, so, you know, I would say before I used to be able to do that. You could really use it like a pulse rifle. And you can see here, it's still a pretty good shot pattern, but it is not nearly as tight as it used to be. So, as what I would call a typical PvE range here, you can see you can still hip fire and take things out and aim down sight and take things out. So is this really going to affect things in PvE? Not if you're using it at what they intended for normal range. If you're using it for long range, yeah, it's going to probably suck if you normally shot long range with it all the time. So in PvP, they also lowered the starting ammo to make it so that you have to go to the green ammo loads more often. Now the other things they've done here is on pulse rifles, they gave them a 10% damage boost, and on auto rifles, they lowered their damage by 2.5% and reduced their effective range. So you saw I took a few shots there with Bad Juju, and Bad Juju is not completely upgraded. But Suros here is, because I've used it extensively, because as we all know, it's already been nerfed once, because it used to be really one of the top weapons to be used if you had it available to you. So it's kind of a comparison of the two top-end weapons. So what they've done is they lowered the range and they lowered the damage. The 2.5% lowered damage on all assault rifles, I mean, are you going to notice that? Probably not. That might cost you a bullet here and there, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's still a very strong gun, a very useful gun, an assault rifle is. But I honestly think that most people have transferred off of using assault rifles, and they're going to be using hand cannons or scout rifles, and now that pulse rifles are viable, they might start using those as well. Assault rifles are a good all around. Now what I wanted to do here was show you the range difference, and this is where I really did feel it, because I feel like back in the day I would have got full damage at about this range. Now where'd that guy go? There he is. And you can see I'm only hitting for partial. It's I think 421, 425 is what you're getting somewhere in that range, a normal close hit. There you go. You can see you can get those, and that's not even to its bonus where it starts doing more damage. So not the greatest weapon. But then we have the shotgun here, and use it a little bit, and you can see there's a 3200 crit. Shotguns were also buffed. They gave them a 100% increase, or 2 times damage at shorter ranges, or not at any range really, for impact against non-guardians. So basically, they didn't make it stronger in PvP; they made it stronger in PvE. So before, you never even wanted to use a shotgun. So what the heck? Well, anyways, let's switch it up here and change it over to Bad Juju. I'll come back to that shotgun here in a minute. You can see the difference between the two on the stats and how much different I have on their levels. And let's get rolling here with Bad Juju. Now, it's a 3-round burst, but it's full auto. So again, I'm going to one of the top-end pulse rifles. They've gotten a 10% boost in damage. I'm hitting 374 there on headshots, and that's in a 2 or 3 round burst. So why would you not use this at a medium to long range? So it is a very good gun. I honestly will probably roll with one. The Bad Juju will replace Suros on most of my just average use guns. The other thing here with the shotgun, I'm just showing off what you can do with it and the ranges and the damage you can start doing. Yeah, shotgun's real good. I would go ahead and start using those in PvE. Maybe not in the Nightfall quite yet, but in most PvP. The other thing they did is they changed the hand cannons. You can see here one that I have, the Red Hand 9, and I changed it out to armor-piercing rounds instead of explosive. So they lowered the range on it. Okay, so slightly reduced the effective range and the accuracy, which that accuracy you'll see at some of your longer shots, but the range here, I mean, that's a pretty good range for a hand cannon. I'm still hitting for full damage. Yeah, it's floating around. Yeah, I'm taking my time with these shots just to try to show what you can do. Yeah, look, 2 shots, he's down. There's no problems here. Real close, just out of curiosity. 2 shots, down. It's not a big deal. If you were to be shooting from up here out onto those guys that land at that thing, you might miss headshots. Headshots are a little harder to do at long range, but that's about it. So I don't see, unless you were trying to snipe with a hand cannon, I don't really see this affecting you in PvE. So make sure you hop on there. I had to hard boot my Xbox to get the update, but make sure it does say 1.1.1 in the bottom. If you like our Destiny videos or any of the videos we drop out there, make sure you subscribe so you see our new stuff. You'll also, if you're on our channel, you'll see when we're streaming. It'll label that right there in the videos, and you can check out our streams as well. And I hope to catch you guys on the next one.